Hey guys, this is the Road Dog here. Whoa, another surprise here. We've got a pack member here. This fine-looking young lady here.
Hello.
Yeah. So she's a Juno winner.
Well, no, I
No?
lost the Juno.
You lost the Juno
to Nickelback.
To-
Oh yeah, and I'm proud of that too because
Are
I
ya?
was the only female that was nominated in the category.
But see, the Wikipedia's got to get corrected then.
Yes, it does. I don't know who does that, Wikipedia.
I don't know, but it says that you got a Juno.
Yeah, no, I don't have a
think you
Juno. I
deserve a
lost my
Juno.
Juno to Nickelback in the rock category.
I think
but I was the
personally,
only female nominated.
She deserved the Juno.
Very
more
nice.
than
Well, they had a
Nickelback.
very wonderful record.
Yes.
I'm buddies with them, so
Well, they had something in their mouth, so.
Yeah,
you know,
I understand.
So
I
we're with Bif
understand.
Naked here on the Road Dog Show, guys. Welcome one and all, and we're gonna just sit back, relax, and have a conversation about what Bif's been up to for a while and a little bit of history, so that each of you can learn what got this lady up on the stage and why she does what she does so well. You know.
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah. So Bif, well, let's get you're now here in the city of Waterloo.
Yes, I
And
am.
this is going to go up on the Road Dog music group site.
Very
It'll be there
good.
forever and ever and ever.
Wonderful,
they-
wonderful.
When aliens come to the planet, they're going to look at this thing going, Biff.
Very good. Yeah.
What have you been up to lately? I noticed that you're just completing a solo CD, right? Or
Yeah, we're doing an acoustic CD,
Acoustic CD.
because my guitar player Jake and JD Ekstrom and myself have been traveling around doing acoustic shows for the last 3 years. We really enjoy it, and the requests kept coming in to make this type of a record, so
Yeah,
we
it seems to
did.
be popular again. You know,
Yeah.
the acoustic sound seems to be picking
Yeah,
up.
it's a lot of fun too for us.
Yeah. So we're going to go back in a bit of time here, but you've got about, what is it, 9 CDs total?
I think so. One of them is a talking record. I made a spoken word record when I was 25. It was real important to me at that time.
Yeah.
And I've got a greatest hits record that came out in, I think 2003. And I've
I
got
love
a few
that, you know, the thing-
different types of records.
I was kind of, shocked a little bit when I originally I wanted to book you some time ago here in the city at the university, and we weren't able to get you in because some people didn't, and this and that, and it was like this, and politics and then so on. We just went, okay, we have to pass this tour. And then when I was introduced to the fact that you were going to get ready to do a solo tour, and I thought, well, this ought to work really well. But my head was continuously stuck, as a lot of other people are, is when you did that I think it was I Love Myself Today video.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
was like amazing, the power you put out on that video. Now,
Oh,
it's not my favorite album. My favorite album was The Promise.
Thank you very much.
I think that
That's
was
very
like,
nice.
that was the CD to me, that was a Juno. I still play that. I'm working on the internet talking to people, and I've got that just blaring away.
Very nice. Thank you
So,
very much. Yeah, I'm really lucky. Love Myself Today was a really popular video, but people do identify me as that that person, that image, I guess, as it were. And as long as I don't open my mouth, then I'm a toffee, basically. I look like a toffee, but.
What got you started in this? Like, you're a young girl who'd come to Canada, and you grew up in Winnipeg area. Eventually, you moved throughout the country. Got to know. You just met some. Is it the same story like Bert and Cummings and all the others out west? Bored out of your mind, you picked up a guitar and started singing, or?
Not at all. I was in ballet for 14 years. I was a prima ballerina and
Silhouette?
discovered, full on, and discovered acting in grade school. And a couple guys in my acting class had a band that their singer had quit, and they asked me if I would sing in their punk band. I thought, how hard can it be? Yeah, okay, why not? And I quit university, went on tour with them, and I'm still on tour to this
Cool.
day.
And it's become.
It was an
just-
accident.
well, yeah, but you hear that people like, I didn't want to be an actor, and all of a sudden they're this, super actor, all
Right.
blue, or I didn't really think about being a singer, and then next thing you know,
Yep.
someone puts a mic in front of them, and they've got that gift that has been given to them. So,
Yeah, it's very cool.
so what would you say is, out of all your CDs, of course, this one here is your favorite, but prior to this one, what would you say was you just everything inside you just came out? It was,
Probably the first CD I ever made.
yeah.
When I first started recording CDs, there was no auto-tune, there was no fancy studios, nothing. It was just take after take after take until you do it correctly. And I was able to do some songs on that CD that were, at that time, very, very private, personal things to me. And it took a lot of courage for me. I was ostracized by all the punk guys I hung out with. They were like, "You sold out. You're making a record for yourself. No, it's no good." And I kind of had a lot of that to face. So it meant the most when I finally put it out.
Right. Okay. So that'll be the first one. So this one here, where are you going from here with this one itself? You're going to tour around. You've been on a bit of a tour. You did some of the East Coast already,
Yeah, we did the Maritimes.
right?
Yeah.
And then from here, it's home, or
From here we have another date in Ontario, and then we go home
okay?
Yeah.
And you're going where, down south?
to Vancouver, and Jake and JD Ekstrom lives in Calgary, home of the Calgary Flames.
The Flames, boo! Go
He really likes
Toronto.
the Flames. He wants me to say that when I say his name.
I don't care as long as it's a Canadian team that wins the Stanley Cup. That's all I care. As long as it's a Canadian representative.
I just
But
want hockey at this
what-
point. I
what-
really like
what-
WHL a lot. I like AHL a
Tell
lot.
me about this hockey thing. We have this hockey that no.
yeah.
This will go down the archives of the event where there was strike, walkout stuff like that. Okay, well, cool. So, what about? Well, I guess one of the things I'd like to ask you, maybe others would like to ask you itself, is that who was the greatest? I noticed in the list that you've worked in open and played with so many great musicians. Who?
I've been really lucky.
Yes.
Yes, I agree with you.
I agree. Like for the Road Dog. I mean, I've met a lot of great people and interviewed a lot of great people, so I'm very lucky there too. So, and blessed to meet people such as yourself. But who would you say? I mean, there's so many of them. What would you say? Who's the greatest one you met, or you have not met the dream opening act yet to work with?
No,
or-
it was a couple of different European tours we did. That they were doing festivals. I was able to meet the guys in Metallica.
Oh, geez,
when I was a
good old
pretty
James Hetfield.
impressionable age, and they were so courteous,
very polite
and so
gentlemen.
polite. They were very respectful. I felt really self-conscious being the only female in the area that was not being that was there to do a job basically. And so I felt very nervous meeting them. And
would be
they were
intimidating.
very, very respectful, and I never forgot it.
So that would be the big of all the
Yeah,
the icing
it
on the
meant
cake
a
thing.
lot to me. It really did.
Largest crowd you've been in front of?
One of those festivals, probably like those Euro festivals. They're there to see all the bands,
You're
not just
walking
us.
out on stage
But
and
there's
there's
probably
100,
60.
60,000
Yeah.
people standing in front going,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just,
Probably 60.
what does it feel like? I mean, I can say from the roadie side, but I mean, as a performer.
Well, it's a great situation. Like if you play someplace that everything is done professionally. No matter how many people are in the audience, it's all about the stage and the crew and your team for the show. Because it really is teamwork to do a good show, and you're only as good as the people you work with.
It's
And
the
so
team. It is
really
the
and
team.
truly, it's fun to play anything with a professional crew, and obviously those big festivals definitely have them. But so the House of Blues organization, they have all. I'm sure they're all like union or whatever, and so do you guys. So all of those are equally
Now
really,
that you're
really
officially a member of the Road
wonderful.
Dog, pack there, so the group, yes, she's having a Halloween
very
good time.
nice. Yes, I am.
Oh, wag that tail. Anyhow, that's great. Did you ever? You were just CDs. You never got an LP out, did you? You didn't get that
I
experience.
think
You
there
just-
were a couple remixes that made it to a big vinyl disc, but
Right.
yeah, it wasn't
I'm an
something
old
that
vinyl
we.
man, so that's
Yeah,
why I
it
have to
wasn't
ask that
something that we
question.
did. We missed it when I first started out in bands. We sold our cassette tapes
Yeah.
out of the van, and that changed to disc, and now of course music's free. So
Yeah, that's it. You make the money at the shows and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
precisely.
Brian Fulmer and I had an interview about this years ago, and he talked about how it would. He saw this coming himself. He says that he was losing sales on the records are gone, the cassettes are gone, everything. The CDs were just starting to die off. Now he sells them at the shows, as you experienced, but he says he's making his money on the performance of the stage
Right.
again, like the old days.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
it's sort of like done with this 360, and here we
Yeah,
go
it's
again.
good
so.
though, because young bands appreciate doing it for the love of doing it.
Well, you've got to love music to
Yep.
do this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, don't do this.
That's right.
Take up carpentry.
That's right.
If you had anything you could say to all these youngsters out there that are trying to get into the music industry, because I get so many, and I'm not complaining, but I love every bit of it. There's just so many young people that They get the visions in their head. They watch the videos. They listen to music. They want to be rock stars. They want to be singers. They want to, you know. Can you give them some kind of a word of advice that would take them to that next step that they need? You know, that they want to.
Just not to quit. That's the thing. People give up too early. You know, they give up. You have to be able to do, like, to star for 10 years. I was in a band for 10 years.
It's an overnight success. It's 10 years.
Yeah, it's like you got to just keep going. You know, you really do have to persevere. And, you know, those people who can really stick it out, they're the ones that always seem to be able to make a career out of it.
Yeah.
It's not about the money. You can't be in it for the money because there isn't any.
If it shows up, that's great. It's well, to me, I always looked at it, my years with, you know, I started in public school booking bands, and I saw this neat thing, and I went to, my first concerts were like Genesis, when Peter Gabriel ran the place, and Alice Cooper band would have had the original five, and Frank Zappa and stuff like that. We used to sneak into this concert hall to do this. And I thought, well, why can't I do this with the local kids in the public school? And it started from there. But it was a hobby. I didn't make a lot of money. It'd be like basically cover my costs. And then eventually it grew and grew, and then it died off a little bit. Then it grew and grew and grew, you know. But it takes years, and with, as you've explained, for the musician, the same thing with me. So, but, well, Beth, all I can say is that, you know, we've got a great show ahead tonight, and there's a lot of people.
We're so excited to play.
A lot of people are very excited that you're back
play.
here in Waterloo. It's been some time, I think, about 6 years now?
Probably.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people that are all excited, and so I'm just one of the many. So as you can see my tail wagging here, my ears are up and everything. So thank you for showing up here and becoming now a member of the Road Dog Pack. And guys out there, and girls and puppies, and all you tail waggers out there, stick around here. We got a little bit more. There's one beautiful song coming up here from Bif and her wonderful guitarist, and we'll see you soon on the Road Dog Show. Keep it loud and keep it proud.
She had a red hair and a ring in her leg. She called me Jelly Bean while playing basketball. It was so divine, but never like this. You are my entertainment. Like a kitten in the sunshine, warm as Arkansas. I wash your tires with a rose of water. After the mud bug, I bathe in my love, and you are my entertainment. You're my dream. Yeah. You are my everything. You are my dream. You are my dream. Ain't had a job in about a year. Living down in my parents' basement. I wish that I could get out of here. Sometimes I think my life is fucking wasted. Fucking wasted. Can't get my mother off my back. She don't afford to go to drive me crazy. Some other bitch is gonna make me crack. Might be the last time she calls me lazy. I'm a letdown, pardon me. I'm a letdown to my family. I'm a letdown. 1, 2, 3. I'm a letdown. Are you like me? Well, now my sister's got a fancy car. I got a piece of shit from 1980. But at least I got my 2 guitars and a one-way ticket to nowhere, baby. I'm a letdown, pardon me, to my family. I'm a letdown, 1, 2, 3. I'm a letdown. Are you like me? Are you like me? Are you like me? Here's why. I got a dream they don't understand. It won't be long. I'm not what I see. I got a plan. Just gotta write it down. Sometimes they act like I don't exist, or else they treat me like I'm still alive. Heaven knows I can't take more of this. I never thought that I'd be 27.
We'll go with that tonight. 27. Love it. Looking good, looking good. 2, 3.
I'm a letdown, pardon me. I'm a letdown to my family. I'm a letdown, 1, 2, 3. I'm a letdown. Are you like me? Are you like me? Are you like me?
Hi.
She told me chase girls like that all your life. You will wind up alone. I guess I just would like to take you out. For I can't, but you know, you refuse my advances once again.